Good afternoon, Sister Matilda.
Good afternoon, Sister Anthonia.
Sister, you're welcome to this interview.
Thank you very much.
In this interview, you'll be telling us about music in the province and your love for music. So could you please tell us about yourself?
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Matilda Adeboye. I'm a sister of St. Louis, and I joined the Sisters of St. Louis in 1996 as a postulant in Owo, and Sister Christiana Arukoya was my postulant mistress back then. And afterwards I went to the novitiate the next year, that's in 97. I was there for 2 years in Akure, and then moved on from Akure immediately after my first profession to Ijio. I stayed in Ijio for 3 years. In 2002 I moved on to Mokola Ibadan, and then from Mokola Ibadan I went to the University of Jos in 2003 and was there until 2007 when I went to Bida. And in Bida too I spent around 3 years, and then moved on came here, Ijebu Itele, and that was in 2010, and since then I've been in Ijebu Itele. Before I joined the Sisters of St. Louis, I had been a student and even a pupil under the Sisters of St. Louis, because my primary school was in St. Louis, Kano, and my secondary school was also St. Louis, Kano. And I have always known the Sisters of St. Louis. My mother is an associate, my father is a friend of St. Louis, my siblings all went to St. Louis school, so St. Louis is actually a part of me, you know? So that's my history with St. Louis. That's me.
Thank you very much, Sister. Sister, how did your love for music started?
How did my love for music start? Yeah. Well, I can't tell exactly how my love for music all began, but there are a few things I remember so well. Growing up, I grew up in a home where, you know, the people I lived with loved music. My father especially was a lover of music. I remember back then we used to have the old big round record, those plates, and my father had lots and lots of them that we would carry and just go and play. And then he loved music in the home, especially on Sundays. He'd just be playing different songs and be singing. And my elder brother, the first in the family amongst the children, loved music so much. And I think I admired growing up the way he used to sing, and particularly, you know, get the words, the lyrics, the words of every song. And I asked him one time, I remember what they were saying, you know, when he was singing a particular song, playing the music, and I was asking, what was this person saying? And he said, go and listen to it yourself, make out the words for your own self. And I sat close to the radio then, trying to write the words of the song. I remember that I did that very often growing up. So probably, you know, my love for songs and music generally developed from there. Because when I got to school, I was very often called to lead songs and do a few things, you know, around singing. Initially, when I got to St. Louis, Kano, that's a secondary school, I remember an occasion where Sister Anna Obada back then was being sent forth from the school, and the seniors were asking students to come around so that they could select a few students that would sing on that day. And I remember a senior in my GS1 telling me I couldn't sing, that I should move aside. They would test somebody, they test us one after the other. All right, you can sing, go. Yo, yes, you can. Then join. And for a few years, I actually felt like I couldn't sing truly. Until one day, at the end of GSS 3, I guess, I was in the chapel. I was a chapel worker, one of those who swept the chapel. And I was doing my job when Sister Maria Onum, late Maria Onum, walked into the chapel and was asking whose voice was that she was hearing, because I was singing. And I didn't say anything because I thought I had done something wrong. She said she would like to know which of us. So I raised my hand and I was the one singing. And then she said, you have a very lovely voice. It felt like the first time I was hearing it. And I think from then on, I wanted, to do more singing. Because from then on, I started to sing a lot. And I was usually called for songs. There was a time when Bishop Agobiri, he was our chaplain then, asked that Sister Maura Flynn would give one of the students to join the Lebanese choir. We as students used to call it Lebanese choir because the majority of those who attended the Saturday Mass in Kanu, Bompai Parish, were expatriates. So asked Sister Maura to give a student, and Sister Maura Flynn asked that I join that choir. And that made me to feel that, that selection meant that I could sing really. And very often I was called upon to sing psalms. Then at one point I became the choir captain of the school. So all that developed my love for music, and the fact that everybody who listened to me, from time to time, told me I could sing. So I guess that was where my love for music began.
Thank you very much, sister. How can you connect your passion for music to the mission statement of the Sisters of St. Louis?
Well, that's a very good question. The mission of the Sisters of St. Louis, what's our mission statement?
Mission statement of the Sisters of St. Louis.
Well, if we look at what we are called to in a world where there is so much division and diversity and quest for justice and love for God and all of that, singing is one thing that suits the heart, that helps people feel better. When I think of the girls in this school, what they enjoy doing the most when they are not playing is singing. Even when they pray, they sing a lot. And we have used singing to, bring about a lot of positive things here in the school. So when I look at myself as a sister of St. Louis, probably not directly using music to fulfill a mission, but whatever we're doing with the music seems to be fulfilling, our mission as sisters of St. Louis. So the fact that we encourage singing a lot, and we experience what singing does, for the students, and even for ourselves in the community, bringing ourselves together. Whenever we come up together and sing, at the end of that period, there is like a renewal of love. It's like something that helps you to want to begin again. That the joy you experience from singing, especially when you enjoy the song, and it also helps you want to hold on to tradition, to history. When you remember a song you learned in the novitiate, or a song that you were told, a sister back then taught this song, an Irish sister, one of the ones who were here many years ago, you feel connected to that. And that's what we're supposed to be about, not to lose touch of who we are.
Thank you very much, sister. Mention the sisters who began teaching music in the province and the contribution they made.
Okay, there are a few sisters that I have heard of, and it's based on the various conversations we have in the community. Names like Sister Camille George, Sister Mildred, Sister Eileen Nolan, I think, yes. I even met Sister Eileen Nolan once, and she, at that gathering in Ireland, she sang and played the organ for Sister Christy Curie's birthday, and I have a recording of that, that made me know that all that I have been hearing, from other sisters are true. But if I talk of from the time I joined, I can specifically mention someone like Sister Patricia Ujo, who in the novitiate taught us a lot of songs. Sister Bridget Agum was our novice mistress. She taught us some songs, but obviously Sister Patricia taught us more. And it was also obvious that Sister Patricia loved to sing. She enjoyed singing, and she always wanted us to learn to sing the right way, or the traditional way, because there were some songs that we had learned, and then she would tell us that no, this is not how to sing it, correct us a lot. So Sister Patricia would be basically my own experience of a sister teaching music, teaching songs. Maybe not music as it were, because we didn't learn the scores, we didn't learn sofa notations, none of all those things, but songs in St. Louis. And as a student also, Sisters of St. Louis taught me songs, because by the time I joined, I had known a lot of songs. I learned a lot from Sister late Maria Onu, and then we learned from Sister Vero Odita, and then songs that were handed down by fellow students that other sisters had taught them in the past, that we came and met and learned like that. So I wouldn't know who taught them those songs back then, but the ones I knew in school, Sister Odida and Sister Maria Onu, and as a novice, Sister Patricia Ujo, basically. And then when I got into community, other people. But in recent times, I hear other people mention someone like Sister Agnes Adelui. Like younger sisters would tell us, oh, Sister Agnes Adelui taught us this song, Sister Agnes Adelui taught us this song. That's one person that I know is outstanding amongst so many other sisters that teach songs.
What can you say about the current trend of music in the province?
Well, I see that sisters still love to sing. Sisters enjoy singing. Sisters are particular about some songs that are considered St. Louis songs, and they don't want the tradition to die. But I also know that in recent times there's been a lot of conflicts on how songs should be sung. This was the way we learned it with this generation, and during this time with this sister. This was the way we learned it, and then this other sister sing this. You start a song and sisters are singing it in different ways, or you start a song and some sisters are shocked you don't know it. It's like, how come you're in St. Louis, you don't know this song? So the trend is such that there are so many songs that I guess those of us who are younger should know that we don't know. And then there's the influx of the Pentecostal style of singing, or the modern way of singing songs, that sometimes you get sisters slowing you down or saying, no, that's the wrong beat, especially with harmonizing. sisters harmonize with all, all sorts of harmony that you don't know where it's coming from. And we also know that there should be some proper ways of singing these songs. So the trend is such that is not so, we're not comfortable with it. But we don't know what to do about it, because that's all we know. And there seems to be no change. Because even amongst older sisters, you still find some who don't know the songs that some within their age group know or can't sing well. So, but I'm happy that the love for singing is still there. These sisters still love to sing, they enjoy singing. Yesterday, a sister was looking for a hymn in Sing with Joy, a hymn to St. Francis, and as soon as she said it, a sister called the number 165, Sing with Joy. I said, wow, this is wonderful. That we have that in our midst. People who love singing to that extent.
Thank you very much, sister. Does the province have a forum for singing practice?
That I know of, well, I think I know of one when at a fresher renewal course. There are days when we're meant to gather and learn songs or sing, and when preparing for final vows, especially the very last one, in the same place our sisters will gather. But I think the singing is always towards something like an occasion, not the way it used to be in the past, where you have to learn these songs and then to sing them properly. I'm not even sure if in the past there were provincial gatherings or regional gatherings for singing. I think they might still have been in the novitiate or with young prophets living together. But that's all I know about.
Are there some sisters in the province who have composed songs? And what is... Are there?
Yeah, well, I know of two. The Sintunum song that we learned some years ago, I think it was in 97, during the 200th anniversary of the Turkestan Pact or something like that. I'm not too sure. I was a postulant then when Sister Clara composed a song. Sintunum, the basis of Turkestan Pact. And it's a song that's very relevant. We sing it a lot. It's a song that has come to stay. So that's one that I know that has been composed. Then in recent times too, even though we haven't used those songs for any occasion, the students here sang one of them in the school here, composed by Sister Esther Akwa. The song on Sintunums too. There's Sintunum is the will of Christ. We have used it for an occasion here in the school. And there's another one also composed by Sister Clara on telling our story. It hasn't been used at any gathering yet, but many sisters have learned that. I'm not sure I know of any other song composed by St. Louis sisters in Nigeria province. I don't know of any other.
Okay. Sister, are you a member of the province choir?
Yes, I'm a member of the provincial choir.
Okay. As a member of the provincial choir, what difficulties are you having? Do you experience as a member?
Well, I smiled because though I'm a member, I have never attended a practice. So I can't even talk about the difficulty. Because, okay, maybe I should say why. It's been so tasking with all that I have to do and leave work and go for practices. Not that I can't make that time, but those times precisely when you have to get up towards the end of term, when there's so much to do, or the little time you have to rest is asked for during the holidays. I guess we can make such sacrifices, but that's a challenge.
Okay, sister. Seeing the number of sisters in the province, what feelings do you have regarding growth in music?
It's a good thing that we're increasing in number, and increase in number means increase in interest in music, because we'll always have those who would love to sing. So for me, I feel the future is bright, and if we're taking music seriously, we would always have those who would want to make it better, want to do it right, and who will always want the Semi traditional hymns to be known to others coming. So the number is a good thing, it's a good sign.
Okay, sister, looking back over your years of singing in the province, what keeps you going?
In relation to singing,
The singing, yeah.
The fact that I enjoy the songs that I know, find it very meaningful, a song for every occasion, a song for every situation, and to see particularly the people that I work with enjoy singing, willing to learn new songs. It's a challenge when you are dealing with children who find some songs that are so meaningful and very important, very boring. I remember teaching them a song for Good Friday. Father, if this car cannot pass away, and the students were staring at me like, wondering if they have to learn it. At the end of the day, they enjoyed it. So that gives hope, that gives life. At the end of the day, they know the essence, the meaning. So that gives me joy, that gives me fulfillment, even though you have little hitches before getting to that point. And then, using the songs appropriately. When there's an occasion, you know the song to use and you know how to sing it. Or there is always someone to call upon who will teach you to be able to use it. So, for me, music gives life, music is helpful, it gives joy, and can be used while working. And for me, as a personally, find fulfillment in music, particularly in listening to music. I do not enjoy singing as much as I enjoy just listening to music. I enjoy listening to music a lot, and I just find myself knowing a lot. Sometimes I'm surprised that I know a song when it pops up. If there's a competition on TV, you know your lyrics or anything, and I just realize that I know the song. So that's fulfilling.
Alright, sister, with the current trend of music in the province, what advice do you have for the province as we look to the future?
Yes, I feel that our love for music should be strengthened and we shouldn't allow it to die. And sisters who love to sing should be encouraged. The choir, no matter how we are taking it right now, or the experience we have of commitment and dedication, we shouldn't allow that weigh us down. We should still continue, because over the years you will find those who will love it, who would want to be a part of it. So weeks ago I came across the book Sacred Memories. That's the lyrics of that CD that the Irish sisters produced some years back. And I looked at Sacred Memories. I read the writing inside it for the first time, how that came about, how a sister went up to somewhere, an attic or somewhere, and saw old scripts, old music writings, books, and dusted them, brought them out, and she was filled with nostalgia, imagining how their life used to be then when they all sang, and was able to gather a few people, even though a few came, responded to that call, and they came together and sang some of their old songs and produced a CD. And this took a while before they were able to do that. But for me, I think it gave life to the Irish region over some years. So I feel we shouldn't allow that spirit to die. But when we sing, we should sing right. And then we should always, when we meet at our gatherings, correct some songs that people haven't been singing well. If we have that opportunity, just someone who has noticed or who has heard something not being done right, to bring it up at a gathering. There should always be a space. I know that even when sisters complain about songs, when they complain about practices, when we eventually start to sing, everybody enjoys the process. Everybody enjoys the singing, the forum, and are willing to learn and be better. So for me, I feel we shouldn't allow our love for music to die. Let's still be known, for singing, and especially for singing some songs.
Thank you very much, sister. Is there any other thing you would like us to know about music, apart from the questions that I've just put before you?
Nothing other than grateful that such a venture is taking place at this point in time, because someone must have thought about it. Someone must have a reason for this and a need for this, and my hope is that it will bring about something positive that will enhance our current singing state, if there's anything like that, at this time and even for the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Sister Matilda. We are grateful.